Hi, it's Brent Murphy here. Today it's about dealing with a professional who has the university qualification and worked in professional practice for 12 years, or the option of connecting with someone like myself who's been out there in the rough and tumble of life and lived the experience and made those critical failures and experienced the humiliation and shame and had to get up with resilience and fight on and personally develop through those stages and still explore things, and who still is aware of the positive psychology and the information and knowledge behind key concepts, but has the real world grasp. It hasn't sort of done it just from behind a desk, has been out there living and falling face down and flat face first and experiencing it and living it. That's the difference I'm talking about today. I know personally I learnt the most not from the academic setting where I was talking to a professor or a lecturer who had sort of not been out there in the rough and tumble of business or not been in the front line of practice, and had sort of taken the academic route and secured tenure and been just sort of squirreled away in some library somewhere learning all the research, which, look, I do value it. I honour it. I think it's an amazing achievement to pursue an academic career. But when it comes to sharing that story with passion and verve and giving someone else the motivation and the inspiration and the real world passion to convey it, there's just an X factor lacking. There's just something missing that can't be conveyed by someone who's lived it and breathed it and been there, like bleeding it. Okay, that's what I offer. That's the difference. So for sure there are other routes for sober coaching, for personal development, for personal coaching, where you may prefer bits of paper on the wall, or you might prefer people who have lived it and have struggled up the hill, who run now, even this morning, like running up the hill and mentally going, why am I doing this? And going, well, I'm doing it because that's what I do and that's who I am. That, I just find the value in that is so much more present and real than having another layer of qualification or going to another conference at some resort somewhere and hearing another half a dozen speakers go on about some new angle of looking at things. Real world experience, especially in the addiction and recovery area, is just crucial. If you're down on the floor, hitting your rock bottom and you're looking for a way out, there's nothing as isolating and to keep you there more than to hear some sort of some nerd telling you what you should and shouldn't be doing who's got no sort of real world grasp of it. Okay, that's what I'm sort of talking about. Someone who's been there and lived it and experienced it is so much more relatable and passionate and connectable with than someone who's sort of only read about it in books. Okay, so that's why you want a sober coach and a personal coach who's lived it and breathed it. Okay, so that's why I'm saying if you want to come over to thelifecoach.net.au, I've got so much to offer. I can be there for you as a sober coach, sober companion. All you have to do is reach out and ask for help. Thanks a lot. This is Brent.